So far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Great. Let's go, great.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Thomas has got it. Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st down, Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. For a team who came in there on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here we go. 19 tight.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Laviska Shenault, here's a name that a lot of teams league-wide have kept eyes on. Flew a bit under the radar through his first 2 seasons, but he has produced 600 yards in each as a target eater. Not hard to see why the league remains high on him, especially when he makes catches like that. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Willis looks to pass it here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they'll try the action on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. In motion left, the tight end. Willis going to try to run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 13-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's 10.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Willis will try again here after the pick six. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now Tennessee going to use... timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Solid.
On play action, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. 2nd down, here's Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
But so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got an
Extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Throwing now is Wentz. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The play
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it, and the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at FedEx Field.
Here we go, here we go.
It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throws right side, and that's complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guy.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Second down throw coming by Willis. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion...
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Coleman. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.